Hello, and welcome to episode 207 of Film Night. My name's Richie.
My name's Jack.
My name's Henry.
My name's Joe.
And this week, we're having a bit more of a laid-back sort of episode. And going to be playing a few games, having a few laughs, and just having a good time. So yeah, how you boys doing this week?
Great. Yeah.
Good. Yeah, fair to middling.
Yeah. It's all good. The first for film night
Good.
this week. A little piece of history.
Yeah. Go on.
Well, first ever episode without a review in the middle of it.
Yeah, that's right.
That's true.
We were going to do a review, but we wanted a quick turnaround, so we thought it'd be easier to save the review of, should I say?
Yeah, give it a little tease.
Yeah, let's do it.
Of Blackberry for next week, and we just got a few little games. I mean, I'm ready to crack on with the first one if you boys are, or what do you think?
Yeah,
has anyone got anything spicy to mention beforehand?
Might mention for the viewers, Richie's new backdrop.
Yeah.
Yes, actually.
Yeah, what do you think?
Yeah, what do you think?
Looks great.
It's looking good.
Thank you.
Looking good.
I'm sorry.
I feel like people will be pausing the video, Richie, and doing a little bit of a sort of like tilting their heads and trying to see what the what your collection's like.
Unfortunately, the films that are on display are MCU films.
Yeah, I can see Hulk. Yeah,
I've seen some Marvel.
Yeah, that's what most of them are.
Probably worth pointing out.
It's
only about a third of his collection. So
yeah, that's what I was going to say. I was going to say we can see about 5% of the collection.
Yeah,
and it's a collection that you've recently been adding to more and more again recently, because I know you had a brief spell where you perhaps weren't investing in physical media like you used to, as much as you used to.
That's true.
But now you're back on it.
Yeah, I have been adding to it more recently, which has been really nice, because there was a long period where I just didn't really didn't quite have the funds to be wasting on them all the time. But it's very, very, very enjoyable pastime for me.
Are you going to need a new shelf soon, or have you got a little bit of space left?
There's still quite a bit of space left, so I don't have to worry about that just yet. But
won't be long though.
It is in the back of my mind, constantly worrying about what I'm going to do when I run out of space.
Yeah,
these are the problems I have to deal with, boys.
Yeah, I don't envy you.
No.
But I do envy that collection, because it is fantastic.
Oh,
it's very nice.
Right. Well, now that we've all had a nice little look at that.
Does no one want to talk about my background? It's so interesting.
Yes.
Just thrilling, isn't it?
Okay. Let's move on from that, I think. Should we just get on to the first game?
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
Let's do it.
Okay. So this is a game that I've come up with in response to something that I see constantly on Twitter. There's a podcast called All the Right Movies, and they are a film podcast just like us, but they're maybe a bit more informative than us. They talk about
what?
Well, they talk a lot about like how films are made and a lot of behind the scenes of stuff of
boring.
Yeah, bloody amateurs. What do they know?
But I mean, this isn't really about the podcast. It's more about their Twitter account, because I am constantly seeing every single day posts from them on Twitter with these like film related questions, basically like engagement farm type things, just
Mm.
constantly trying to get as many comments and things from people.
Do you follow them?
No, I don't follow them actually, and that's an important part of it, because yeah, I'm constantly seeing these things even though I don't follow them, and I guess that is partly my fault because I go on the For You tab instead of the following, but yeah, it's just something that I found increasingly irritating, and so I've decided to steal their idea. And so basically, we're just going to be taking the questions that they tweet out and answering them on here.
I like it.
Hold on.
Yeah, like
your video is lagging on the sound, Richie.
Yeah.
I was noticing that as I was speaking.
I didn't know if that was me or just.
I noticed that.
No, that was me.
Yeah.
I think it might be back now.
I thought I was watching the Bruce Lee.
It did come back,
right? Yeah. That was really weird for me as well, because like I was trying to talk whilst watching myself.
Right. Okay.
Talk like 5 seconds behind.
Right. I thought it was just my internet. I was waiting for you to finish your sentence.
No, it's because I'm using my phone as a camera, so that might happen every now and then.
Yeah.
Right.
So that'll be annoying, but
yes.
Never mind. We'll have to go with it for now. So I've got the questions prepared. I've called the segment, by the way, Do the Right Movies. So because we're doing their thing, and it sounds a bit like Do the Right Thing.
Little bit of background music going on.
Background music.
Like elevator music.
Yeah.
Lobby music. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you want to provide that for us, Joe?
I'll keep doing.
Thanks.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do it.
Okay. Freaking delayed again. This is gonna be a nightmare.
Oh my god, it's really
right. Let me just switch over to my normal camera. We'll forget about it.
That is so weird. It's incredibly slow.
Yeah.
Yeah, doing the editing and doing the shorts on that won't really. Here we go.
Jesus.
Oh dear. Dark. You need one of those flashlight things, don't you?
Yeah.
Get TV on in corner, provide some light.
Well, this is why I wanted to use the phone, because my webcam is so shite.
It's usually, yeah.
Oh well. Damn, I'm really annoyed that didn't work out.
Shame, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it did look very good.
It did, yeah.
Oh dear. Oh well. Right. Let's get on with this, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay. So the first question I have is, and this might be a bit of a hard one to start with. What is one of the greatest scenes you've ever watched?
This is tough one, this, because of course there's many candidates.
Too many that I can't really think of any.
Do you know what? One scene that I recall from a film that we watched together, I believe possibly at the island, you might be able to correct me on that. Manchester by the Sea.
Oh wow.
And first of all, it's a great film. I think we all really enjoyed that film. But there's a particular scene in that film that I always whenever I think of that film, this scene springs to mind. Why are you laughing?
He switched to
switching to the camera again.
Oh god, I didn't even notice. Yeah, he's not giving in.
This is really...
and it is the scene in which Casey Affleck's character bumps into his ex-wife, played by Michelle Williams, in the street, and an incredibly emotional conversation ensues between the two of them. I think she apologizes to him for the way she treated him during their divorce, and it's just ultimately brilliant acting on display from both. And I still remember it to this day, and it's just a very powerful scene, very emotive, and yeah, it's the first scene that springs to mind when I think back to that film. And Casey Affleck did win Best Actor for that film. and I think deservedly so, because it's an outstanding performance. And yeah, I will put forward that scene.
Okay, very impressive that you come with that off the cuff, Jack, and not rehearsed it. Has anyone else got an answer?
I think, sort of thinking back for the last few years, what we've watched, and we've all seen this one. I would say Parasite. The last, and I think we had the discussion at the time on the podcast about not necessarily being a scene, because it was a culmination of sort of the last sort of the climax moment. So probably the last half an hour, 20 minutes of the film. That I think was the standout. I mean, the film was amazing from start to finish, but I think that was a standout point throughout that film. That sort of last sort of 20 minutes or so. The climax of what happened and what ensued. I'd put that forward, I think.
This when they're having the like family get together in the garden.
The family in the garden.
Yeah. The tension.
Yeah, and the soundtrack and the music and everything was fab.
Yeah. Because we're the only ones as the audience that know what's about to happen. Everyone else is oblivious outside.
Yeah.
And it takes a while before, what happens. And yeah, that's great choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Two quite recent films there.
Yeah.
What about you, Woody?
I mean, there is definitely a bit of recency bias in this question, I think, because you kind of, to me, you got to think of a standout film and then moments from that standout film.
Mm-hmm.
I think for me, with two candidates, we've got the kind of reveal in The Father when it's kind of the same scene 2 or 3 times, or the same scenario 2 or 3 times, but just told in a different way each time, and it's revealed to the audience what's happening. That was just incredible piece of filmmaking, and the way it was done was so impressive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then the other one that really stands out, and kind of like what Clarky was saying, when you can close your eyes, you can still think of it, is the final battle scene in The Northman.
Oh, yeah.
The way that ended and the build up we had to that, and then that amazing ending.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, kind of breathtaking.
Great choice. Yeah. And the cinematography.
Two very good choices.
Particularly.
Yeah.
On that volcano.
Yeah. And and just like the soundtrack and everything that was the score that was going on at the time, the whole build up of tension. Yeah. Unbelievable.
Yeah. 3 very good choices there. Well, I got for that. I've got the ending of Old Boy. Which I think is just an absolute masterpiece in performance there. But Odysseus sort of kind of collapsing in front of the of the villain. I can't remember his name, but and sort of begging him not to tell. I don't really want to give anything like spoilery away, but you guys know what I'm talking about. But yeah, absolutely breathtaking scene. Alternatives, I had the hallway scene from Old Boy. The big fighting sequence there, which is awesome. Or the torture scene from Old Boy.
Anything from Spike Lee's Old Boy, Richie?
No, no, nothing from that one. Switch the camera again.
Oh god,
I don't know which is worse. Is it better to have a delay or fucking?
I think this is better.
Okay.
I mean, I reckon it's just better to have.
It's really off-putting. Yeah.
Yeah.
A sync up.
And I also think, how far away are you for your mic? You're a bit quiet.
Am I? I did say that at the beginning.
Yeah, but now we're just noticing it.
I can hold it a lot easier.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's better, yeah. It just
like the
depends
sound
who's
on
going to get annoying.
Joe likes that.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
this is BBC Radio 2.
Wow, that's quality. The quality is outstanding.
Beautiful.
Perfect for a podcast.
I'll try not to speak too loudly. Right, second question. What is your least favorite film from your favorite director?
Great question, first of all.
Great question. I think
Well,
I'm going to. Do you want me to jump in?
Thank you, all
Do
the
you
right
want-
movies, for a great question.
No, yeah, thank you.
No, we don't have to credit them.
No, thank you, Richie. Yeah, thank you, Richie, for bringing it to our
Yeah.
Oh,
attention.
you're welcome. Yeah, no
Yeah,
worries.
yeah.
Slaved over.
Thanks for coming up with them.
Mm.
I'm going to go with French Dispatch, Wes Anderson.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a great
I just
shout.
did not enjoy that film really at all. Compared to his others that I've seen.
Yeah,
I just think
big drop off.
it was a big drop off. Just didn't really get it. Just did not interest me at all really.
I have a bit of a confrontation to have with you about this, Joe.
Okay, go on.
Is Wes Anderson your favorite director?
Yeah, but
Well,
hang on. I think he might not be Joe's favorite director, but I think it's a good
I
answer
don't really-
because personally, I don't have a favorite director. Like, there isn't one name that stands out to me. If I've got lots of directors that I do like, but there isn't one for me that.
That's what the question says.
Yeah, but sorry, I can't just invent a favorite. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Jack, I'm with you, Jack. I don't even know who I could say
don't
would
know
be
what
my
sense it
favorite
is.
director. I do. I mean, I wouldn't notice him if he walked past me in the street, but I mean, like, you know,
we all have our favorite directors, but for me, I'm not sure I've got one that stands out above all the rest. But that's a good, very good answer, because when you compare it to, and I haven't seen all of his films, but when you compare it to the other ones that I have seen, they're all of such a high standard. It was definitely a bit of a disappointment. Had some great moments. Don't get me wrong, but it wasn't the usual kind of top tier stuff that we used to.
Okay. Who else has got an answer for this?
Well, I'd like to hear who your favorite director is.
Quentin Tarantino.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, which is your least favorite Tarantino film?
Jackie Brown.
Slander.
I'm sorry.
Slander.
Oh yes, this is bringing up.
It's slander that it's my least favorite.
Yeah. It's a 5-star film for me.
Yes,
I mean,
I think it's
a 4-star film for me, but that's we're talking cream of the crop here.
You're not saying it's a bad film. You're just saying least favorite.
It's one of the reasons why he's my favorite director. Although, actually, to be really sure of my answer of this, I think I need to see Death Proof again.
Well, I like that. I enjoyed that as well.
Right, stop the recording. Watch it.
Okay. No, I do enjoy that as well. That's why I'm just a bit unsure of which one would be your least favorite then, Woody?
Probably Django Unchained.
I can see that. Yeah.
I mean, I'm just looking at. I've given it 4 stars, which I think is very, very, very generous. Because I remember thinking it was one of the least favorites.
But like the first 2/3 of that film are amazing, and then it just sort of gets a bit. It's sort of in the last third really where it starts to lose it a bit, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think that's kind of like all one of the Kill Bills, maybe.
Now that's slander. My goodness.
I don't know. I
love the Kill Bills.
I've not seen the second one.
Oh dear.
That's even more slanderous.
Yeah.
So we're just committing to the bit that we don't know what the word slander means then.
Hey, that's slanderous. Don't say that. That's slanderous.
Okay.
I'm going to go with, and again, as I've already made clear, I'm not saying that this director is my absolute favorite, but he's definitely up there. Mr. Edgar Wright. And I think we all know which film I'm going to pick here.
Oh, yes, we do.
This was a crushing disappointment. Last Night in Soho.
Yeah, quite right.
I agree with you on that one, pal. Definitely.
What a huge disappointment. I mean,
that's
you look
absolute slander right there. Completely spot on.
You look at his filmography and it's just banger after banger. And then where did that come from?
Yeah.
Well, Baby Driver was a bit.
I looked back at my rating for that and I really enjoyed it.
Yeah,
I enjoyed Baby Driver. Yeah.
But I'm not going to. I'll give him some credit for trying to do something a bit different and go down that kind of more horror route, but it just did not work. And so for me, That's what I'm going to go for.
Interesting answers we've got here.
Well, mine is director David Fincher and film would be Mank.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep. Yep. But I'll caveat with saying I haven't seen Benjamin Button, so that could be. I've got it on DVD in the wrapper. I've never actually opened it because kind of unmotivated for many years to actually do it.
I'm wondering if there's a bit of an oversight here, Woody, because are you forgetting about Alien Cubed?
Yeah, I am forgetting about that.
Hasn't he disowned that? So it doesn't count.
That doesn't count. It's on his. Yeah, it doesn't count. It's his first one. Let him off.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay,
yeah, that's
next.
true though. Yeah, Mank was, didn't quite land.
No. What's the greatest horror comedy of all time?
Well,
speaking of Becca, right?
I think we might be able to answer this in unison.
Yeah, probably.
It's got to be Shaun of the Dead, hasn't it?
Shaun of the Dead, yeah.
It does.
I mean,
I'm wondering if
say no more. Next question.
Well, I'm wondering if An American Werewolf in London would count.
Haven't seen it.
It's very good.
I think it would count. It would definitely count. It's a horror comedy, isn't it? I've not seen it either, actually.
Yeah, I think so.
Here's a shout which we all watched and found quite funny, but also horrific. Rosemary's Baby.
Yeah.
I mean, that is a horrific film, and it was very funny.
I'm not sure you'd describe it as a horror comedy.
No.
Yeah.
It had its
interesting.
It certainly did, yeah. It does have funny moments in the film, yeah.
And can I also mention one that right here on this very podcast, we have a special place in our hearts for this film. Krampus.
Yeah.
Krampus, yeah.
Yes, of course.
Quite right.
That has got to be up there.
Yeah. I'm Pride and Prejudice and Zombies. Okay. If you could live in any movie, which would it be?
Great question, this.
Really good question.
Yeah, I don't know where you get them. I don't know where you're plucking these out, but they are great.
Amazing.
Off the cuff.
Yeah.
I'd like to live in the Inside Out world.
Okay.
Do you know, it's kind of like someone's head, but
so you would be in someone's head as one of the
emotions. Which emotion would you be?
I was thinking this would.
There we go. See, which emotion would it be?
Yeah,
probably fire. Really,
fire emotion.
Yeah, anger. Yeah.
Pepster, what about you? Which emotion would you be?
I'd be the chilled one.
This is the real question, isn't it?
Yeah, it'd be the chilled one.
The chilled one.
Be the chilled one.
Can none of us name an emotion?
I'd be ice.
What's the chilled
one? I'd be
one?
mellow. I don't know. I can't remember what the emotions were. Flipping
I don't even remember.
How long ago did we watch it?
Yeah, but you don't have to think of one. You don't have to think of one from the film. Just
name an emotion that you would be.
If you had,
chilled. Okay.
Yeah, chilled.
Fair enough.
Chilled.
That's chilled.
Okay.
Yeah. Can I just ask as well, Richie? So
yeah,
and I know it's not this deep, so it doesn't really matter. But are you saying that we're just living in that world? We're not one of the characters. We're not like.
Well, it's open to interpretation, I'd say, Jack. How do you interpret it?
Yeah, I was thinking of just I'm in that world, but I'm not necessarily.
Yeah, I was imagining it as I'm just in that world. I'm not like.
You're not with the characters. You're not playing out a storyline. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm not.
Oh,
like,
okay.
I'm not Joy, or whatever.
Yeah. I'm actually going to go for Dazed and Confused.
Oh, that's a good shot.
Okay.
Because it's just last day of school, 70s.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
You're with your mates. Great music. Great fashion. It's before the days of social media, and it's just every day.
You just want to go back to the summer sizzler that we.
Every day's the last day of school.
I like that.
That's
just you're with your mates. You're having a few beers, and it's just a good time. So.
That's a good answer. Toy Story for me.
Oh, yes.
I also thought about. Yeah, I also thought about.
Get real weird with those toys. Okay.
I'm the only one that wants to
Well,
live in the
good,
real
good, though.
world,
Good.
the human world.
A backup option would maybe be like Harry Potter or something. You
I
know,
mean, I was thinking
magic.
it would be cool to have some superpowers, or something like that.
Yeah, but would you be one of the specially endowed people?
Yeah, probably not.
All right, moving on.
Can I just flip the question a bit?
Oh yeah, yeah, go for it.
Say what's the worst film you'd want to live in?
I'm thinking of ending things.
I've kind of got an answer for this, but I'm not going to say it because it's going to come back later in our Would You Rather game.
Oh, okay.
Anything where there's like a world-ending event happening, like San Andreas or something.
We won't be there long, then, will you? In that case,
Well, exactly. I don't
you'll
wanna
be
be
there for 90 minutes and then you're done.
It would be cool to have Dwayne the Rock Johnson come and save my life.
I wouldn't want to be in the Deer Hunter.
Yeah, that's a good one. I wouldn't want to be in. I wouldn't want to be.
The wedding would be fun.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be in This Is England. To be honest,
Yeah, no.
Especially if I was Milky, I definitely want to be in this.
Oh no, definitely not.
No. I wouldn't want to be in Saving Private Ryan.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I tell Apocalypse Now. I would not want to be there.
No.
All right, this is fun.
Yeah.
Okay. Which upcoming releases are you most looking forward to?
So
Blackberry.
Blackberry. I mean, that's already.
I've not
out,
seen
mate.
it yet. I know. I've not seen it yet.
Yeah, that counts.
Okay.
It's an upcoming release for me.
Okay.
Oh, right, yeah. See what we did there. Like it.
Well, I'm going to go on a similar route and say Nirvana the band, the movie.
Of course. Yeah.
When's that coming out?
Well, I don't know, but they're filming it right now.
It'll probably be another couple of years, probably. But yes, that is going to be a fantastic occasion, and one that we must all go to together. Although, will it be in a cinema? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm going to go for one that's actually coming out very, very soon, and I'm going to say Killers of the Flower Moon.
Yeah, that was good.
Scorsese's next film, DiCaprio, De Niro. I mean, yeah, I really hope it's good. But I think any new Scorsese film. Yeah, well, I'm not bothered about that. I know one of us here might have reservations. But if you pardon the pun. But no, I'm all for a long film. If it doesn't matter about the length, as long as it's the quality that counts.
Yeah.
Not so sure, Pepster.
No, I mean, and you know what? I am more swayed ever since watching Oppenheimer. So, I did all right there. So, how long is it? How long is it going to be?
Is there nothing that Christopher Nolan can't do?
Longer than Oppenheimer, Joe.
He's brought Joe around.
Not longer than Oppenheimer. I think Oppenheimer definitely is my limit. Like 3 hours is enough time spent in a cinema screen.
I think it's 3.5.
I think you're right. Don't get me wrong. I mean, it does.
Cracky, you need to get in there just after lunch to get ready for tea, don't you?
It does.
That's a bit much.
It does make me a little bit. What's the word? Fearful, but
yeah. Because when The Irishman was on Netflix, I remember sort of pausing that quite a few times and just coming back into it because it was about 3 hours 40 or something. It's just far too much.
Yeah,
far too long.
So, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to it.
Yeah. Did everyone answer that?
No, I didn't.
Okay, go on, Woody.
I have had to go on Letterboxd and look at like the upcoming list just to
fair
get
enough.
a bit of inspiration. And to be fair, actually, one trailer that I saw on Monday when I went to see Blackberry, but I did think looked very good, and I'm very excited for it. Is the Napoleon film with Joaquin Phoenix?
Yes.
Yeah.
Which I know Chives has mentioned on the show previously. That looks epic as a new Ridley Scott film. That looks amazing. I think, one of them you want to go and see on the big screen. I've definitely got that in my diary for sure. And then further afield, I've looked and see what's actually coming up. The Batman Part 2 with our bats.
Oh,
Hmm.
My film of the year last year. And
when's
Yeah.
that out, Wood?
there's no date on it yet. There's no date on it yet.
Right.
So definitely not within the next 12 months. So
But we know it's coming.
Yeah,
we know it's
that will
coming.
be good.
And I would be very, very interested to see where they take that.
Yeah.
100%.
Okay.
Definitely.
I have got a few more here, but I think time's getting on, so we might be better off moving on to the next game. What do you think, boys?
Can
Yeah.
do, yeah. I mean, I will say
do.
that I've only prepared 3 odd one outs.
Okay.
So I
Well,
don't
shall
know
I
if
keep
that's...
going then?
Yeah, I'd say do a couple more.
Okay.
Okay.
The next one is then, who is the most inspirational movie character?
It's a tricky one.
Very tricky.
I
one.
would put forward Forrest Gump
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. Yeah, great one.
because he proves that, you don't need to be smart in order to succeed in life. And, he's genuine, he's dedicated to whatever he turns his mind to.
Tread carefully, Jack.
So, yeah, no, I'd say he's a very inspirational character.
Okay. Good. Yeah, good shout. Has anyone else got one?
Maybe one of them from Shawshank Redemption. Can't remember what they're bloody called.
Andy Dufresne or Red?
Yeah, one of them. I don't know.
Okay.
Were they both in prison together?
Yeah. When was the last time you saw the film?
Years ago.
The whole film is them in prison.
Right, well...
Right.
Hey, that's slanderous.
I've only seen it once. Christ.
Oh, you should watch it again. It's so good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe Morgan Freeman's one.
Yeah, okay. Fair enough.
He's so inspirational.
The murderer.
It's so inspirational that you can't remember anything. Yeah.
And he's a literal murderer. Okay.
Forgot about that bit. Spoilers.
Well, he's in prison for something.
I've got Samwise Gamgee
Oh, yeah.
from Lord of the Rings.
Who's that?
Sam from Lord of the Rings. Frodo's hobbit friend.
Frodo's mate.
Oh, yeah, I know him. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, okay. Pep hasn't seen it. I thought Woody might have got that because you've seen the first one.
Yeah, but again, I've only seen it once.
Yeah,
so
fair enough.
There's a lot of characters in that. It's hard to...
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Well,
You'd recognize him if you searched him. Yeah.
Yeah, and anyway, once you get after you've watched all the films, I think it would be pretty clear in everyone's mind that there's no doubt that he is an extremely inspirational character.
I'll tell you what I actually think is actually inspirational. I can kind of remember him is Daniel Blake from I, Daniel Blake.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
For what the stuff he did. David Johns, what a great performance that was.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen Pursuit of Happiness?
I have not.
Yeah.
Many years ago.
That's the Will Smith Pursuit of Happiness. That's what came to mind when we were just saying that.
Okay.
That's a great show.
Yeah.
I think
Find
he's quite
Will Smith to be very inspirational.
Well, I mean, not him particularly, but the character he portrays.
Let's separate the art from the artist, boys.
Yeah. Yeah, good shout.
Yeah. Haven't seen it for many years, but yeah.
I've not
seen it for years, but it's really, really good. Good film.
And just to join Richie on the Lord of the Rings theme, I'll put forward Gandalf. I think he's
a good shout as well.
Very inspirational.
And Aragorn. So many from that film.
Basically, yeah, most characters.
Yeah. Okay, who is a non-Marvel character that you know is worthy of lifting Thor's hammer? Slightly similar question, but
I thought Rocky Balboa.
Oh,
okay.
He could definitely lift it. Yeah,
yeah, that's a very good one.
I thought, Rocky.
I like that.
Frodo Baggins for me.
Yeah, we can see the theme, Richie. We all know you love Lord of the Rings.
You get it.
It's true though.
What about McLovin?
I'm sorry.
I think he's.
Would you like to say that again?
I think he's worthy.
Okay.
Look, I mean, not everyone would have volunteered to go into that off license and try and buy his mate some beers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. You got one, Woody?
No.
No. As soon as we said Marvel, the lights turned off. I think.
I was just trying to think of like someone that's kind of yeah. Maybe maybe Jack Black in Tenacious D, Pick of Destiny.
Okay. Fair
Yeah.
enough. Which is the best movie set in space?
None of them.
Apocalypse Now.
None of them.
Oh my god.
Apocalypse Now.
Sorry. I've been looking at looking at Rob. 2001. That's what I meant.
2001.
Yeah, I mean it's got to be.
I mean, yeah, probably. That's probably the correct answer. None of them, Pepster. That's a bold statement.
I'm just not a fan of space films.
Well, I tell you what, I'm gonna pull you up on this because I tell you one that you did like.
Go on.
Very good. Ad
Go on.
Astra.
Oh, okay. Yes.
That was great.
Thanks for reminding me, Wood. Ad Astra. That's the best
Okay.
space film.
Okay.
Yeah, it's
I
got
would
to be
say-
2001.
I'd say Alien.
Mm,
But
definitely deserves a
the
mention.
correct answer probably is 2001.
It probably is, but another one that springs to mind is the Danny Boyle film Sunshine. I love that film.
Okay, I've not seen that.
Not saying it's top of the list, but yeah.
Never heard of that.
You not heard of Sunshine?
I've heard
yeah.
of it, but I've not seen it.
Great film. Cillian Murphy.
Interesting there. No one said Interstellar because yeah, it's a load of old.
I do like Interstellar. I don't agree
I-
with you on that.
I need to see it again.
Yeah,
I've only seen it once.
I really don't want to see it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, fair enough.
When you dropped that bombshell of a review on Letterboxd.
Yeah.
I'll never forget that day.
Shocking. Shocking. That's an unpopular opinion. We'll have to get on that later.
Yeah, Christ.
Mm.
Okay, so now I've just got two more, and these you really do have to sort of just give me the first thing that comes to your head.
Right.
So
Okay.
no thinking too hard about this one. Two very quick ones. First one is, what movie first comes to mind when you think of Harrison Ford?
Blade Runner.
Indiana Jones.
Indiana Jones.
Which Indiana Jones?
Any of them.
What? Which one?
Any of them.
He said any of them.
Which is the one where it begins with the big bang of the gong? Is that
Temple of
Raiders?
Doom.
Temple, right? Temple of Doom. Yeah.
Okay.
To be fair,
I'd written down Raiders of the Lost Ark. That was the first one that came down to my head.
to be fair,
Interesting,
I'm
Blade Runner's the first one for you, Jack.
yeah, I'm really surprised. Like I just did that, you know, that word association where you say the first thing, and
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
the game is basically.
No one said
Blade-
Star Wars.
No one said Star Wars, yeah.
No.
Interesting. All right. And finally, when someone says masterpiece, what's the very first film you think of? Quick.
oh,
The Father.
All right.
Yeah, that's a good shout.
one that's just popped into my head is Moonlight. I know it's a recent film, but I love that film so much.
One would bring us home.
I mean, probably just because we mentioned it, but 2001.
Yeah.
Maybe it's in my mind, but I mean, it just is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, when I first came across the question, the genuine film that came into my head was Krampus.
Yes, and that
So
is
that-
the
that's what I have
correct
to go with.
answer.
That is a masterpiece.
Okay, that's the end of that. That's the end of Do the Right Movies.
Oh, fantastic! I enjoyed that.
Yeah,
I enjoyed
it's good
that a lot.
fun.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, I'm glad. Took me all day to come up with those questions. Okay, I believe Jack has prepared a game for us.
I have indeed.
Nice.
Does anyone remember the game show? Is it technically a game show? Room 101.
Well,
Ah,
I mean, yeah,
yes.
that's
We're
not
not calling
originally where the name comes from, but yeah,
Oh, it comes from a novel, is it?
yeah, 1984.
Okay. So, yeah, for those that aren't familiar, Room 101 is a place where you can send something that essentially banishes it from existence. So,
Yeah, in the game show, that's what it is.
in the game show, that's what it is. So, but in my version or in our version, I will give you 4 options, and you must select. And to make it more interesting, I want you to come to a collective group decision, so you have to agree.
Oh dear.
Oh, okay.
We have to
So
justify ourselves.
So like it
Yes.
can't be long films versus short films.
well,
Well,
I'll
you
give
can
you-
base it on that, but you might have a hard time convincing us of that, Joe.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
So you're only allowed, as a group, you're only allowed to put one of these 4 into room 101, which will therefore get rid of it forever.
Okay.
Okay. So the first 4 options are: you can get rid of ads before trailers at the cinema.
Oh, very
So
interesting.
you turn
Very
up and
intriguing.
you turn up and boom, trailers are there straight away. You haven't got to sit through 20 minutes of shite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That's
Or
very
you can get rid of all trailers that are over 90 seconds. So only short trailers, no more 3-minute trailers that reveal everything.
Okay. Okay.
You can get rid of reboots and remakes.
Oh my god.
Mm.
So, and this, by the way, this doesn't get rid of all that have previously come before it, but this just means going forward,
Okay.
there'll be no
Right.
more reboots or remakes.
Okay. That is
Okay.
that is a very good distinction to make.
And finally, you can choose to never again have any sequels.
Okay.
So,
Ooh.
For
Okay.
me,
so,
for me, I think it's quite easy. This.
so amongst yourselves, what do you reckon you want to get rid of?
What are you thinking, Richie?
For me, I feel like the clear standout winner here is trailers over 90 seconds.
See, I was more leaning towards
Oh, this is what we love, you see.
that or no trailer, no adverts before film.
I'd be
I guess
okay
the
with
thing-
getting rid of that as well.
But the thing with that is, I mean, you could just turn up later.
Yeah. Yeah. But
Yeah,
what we
for me,
tend
I
to
think
do, innit?
for me, I think the
Mm.
more frustrating thing is watching a trailer that basically gives away the whole film.
Yeah, that's definitely
That
true.
is true.
That's definitely true. I tend to think that like the reboots and remakes and sequels things, there is some really good ones out there.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I was
will-
going to say that.
I mean, there's a lot of tripe, obviously, but like the Batman or Blade Runner 2049, like there is really good examples of recent ones that have been great.
Yeah.
I
True.
definitely would get rid of them.
I mean, I definitely wouldn't want to like risk, getting rid of
Risk, yeah.
Yeah,
things that could be good. Like
some
yeah.
potential
the
good
the
stuff,
thing
yeah.
the thing is a remake, and there's plenty of amazing sequels out there. So
Fair point. I was just thinking along the lines of, we're so saturated with remakes, and we're always
Oh yeah, no,
we're
definitely.
pining for
Mhm.
original stuff, aren't we?
oh yeah, yeah.
Um,
I definitely understood the thought behind
Okay,
going
yeah.
on there. But yeah, I think so for me, yeah, trailers over 90 seconds.
I think
So
you
is
might.
that-
I think you might have talked Strand because I think
Yeah.
Nice.
yeah,
Are you locking that in?
yeah. Get it.
Let's
in.
lock that in.
Get it in that
Locked in.
room.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
I don't expect to see any though, Jack. From now on when we go to cinema over 90 seconds.
We're
If
gonna
we
hold-
see
gonna
trailers
hold you
over
to
90
this.
seconds.
If only we had that sort of power, Joe.
Mm.
But yeah, so there you go. No more trailers over 90 seconds.
Excellent.
Already, what a better world we're already living in.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
the next
100% better.
Now, this next one, Joe will find very easy based on a comment that he made a few moments ago. But you must choose one of the following genres to get rid of forever. So no more films can be made in the genre that you choose. And the genres are horror, sci-fi,
Oof.
comedy, drama.
My God.
Sci-fi, gotta be.
Oh,
Sorry.
fuck off. There's so much good sci-fi.
Well, there's so much. That's why this is hard, because all four
No.
of these, you're going to be knocking out some.
What's comedy, sci-fi, horror, drama?
Yeah.
And this removes existing
Oh,
films.
No. It's just moving forward.
Oh, okay.
So in life, you've got to be scared at points. That's your horror. You've got to laugh. That's your comedy. What was the other drama? What was the other one?
Drama
Action.
and sci-fi.
drama. And
Drama.
sci-fi.
We all live drama from day to day life.
Yeah.
Sci-
And we've all got to have a bit of fantasy.
Well,
and
that's exactly
escapism.
why. That's exactly why. Surely, because
Sci-
sci-fi is the one that we can't. Well, unless you're an astronaut, is one that none of us can do.
Yeah. So it's the one thing that we need in our lives.
I don't know, boys.
I must admit, if I
I don't
was,
know. I could go live without seeing another sci-fi film, if I'm honest.
I must admit,
Could you really go without seeing another comedy again? Could you
No.
really go without seeing another horror again?
I'm not getting rid of
Could you-
comedy.
Go without seeing another drama again? I mean, drama's a
I mean,
massive genre anyway.
I could maybe go without seeing another horror again. I don't know.
I mean,
This is really tough for me.
I am leaning towards sci-fi, not because I agree with Joe's point, but just because. Just because
you
it's the
woke
only
up
one.
tomorrow and you're like, I can never go and see a comedy film again.
Yeah, and I love my horrors.
I feel like that's basically the life we're living right now, anyway.
Yeah,
Not making any.
Not true.
Sci-fi for me is the only one that doesn't film it. Like, if you were to, like, imagining no comedy, no drama, that feels a lot more like devastating than.
Well, yeah, drama's got to
sci-fi.
stay, obviously.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
thinking Wood.
Yeah, so that rules that out.
Yeah, what are you thinking, Wood?
I mean, I'm kind of thinking between horror and sci-fi.
I think I am too.
I'm on that line.
We need the drama and we need to have a laugh. So they're definitely staying.
Yeah.
Then thing is, like with horror,
So hard.
With horror, I mean, unless you go independent, when's the last good horror film you saw?
That's true. That's true. You are.
Independent counts.
Horrors. Yeah, most horrors are not too good, but you do get the occasional.
Yeah, but I could happily never see another jump scare, the Conjuring style thing again. I mean, that would fill me with great joy.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of horrors, so
what have you got against sci-fi?
I just think out of the two, I'd prefer to see a horror than a sci-fi film. But
what is your real? I can't think of the word.
Problem.
But yeah, problem with. What's your problem?
What's your problem,
boys? What's your problem?
What is your real problem?
I just find it a bit boring, if I'm honest. It just doesn't excite me. Like
I worry that you've just not seen the good ones.
Oh no, yeah. Well, maybe that might be true. I may have just been.
But you got to base your decision on
some very
something.
poor films.
I mean, you liked Ad Astra.
After Woody reminded me, I did.
Yeah, but you still liked it at the time, anyway.
Well, yeah. I know, but it was forgettable, wasn't it? It was forgettable.
Oh,
I mean, Saint Maud. I mean, like I am not a big film horror film fan, but Saint Maud. I feel
like if we were having this conversation 5 years ago, you'd have said horror, no question.
I might have done. But
yeah. Do you know what? Yeah, there is some good one. There is some good ones out there, and yeah, Saint Maud. I mean, that was unbelievable. That was probably the last good horror film I've seen. Was that about 3 years ago?
Yeah, probably longer. Really? Probably longer than that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was
before COVID, wasn't it? It was before, or was it? Or was it before COVID? I thought it was before COVID, or maybe not. Maybe.
No, it was one of the ones. It was kind of like that. I think it was after, because I remember thinking that's one of the best. That's so good to be back in the cinema and seeing that proper film.
Yeah.
Right, fine. We'll get rid of sci-fi then. Crimes.
Oh no, Joe! Joe!
Yeah,
2019, Saint Maud.
Was it? It was quite a while back.
That really doesn't feel like that long ago.
Actually, no. Right, hold on. Right, sorry. Obviously, edit around this, but
yeah, something's amiss here. Oh no, we'll be keeping all this in.
So it says it's got. I have it right. It says 2019 on Letterboxd, when the review is October 2020. Now, I reckon it's one of them where it came out in the film festivals 2019 and end of.
You'd be right.
We had COVID, and then it got no release, and then it got released later in the year. So yeah, 2020. We saw it in 2020.
Okay. Still,
I mean, we don't. It's up to you. It's up to you. I mean, I'd quite happily put sci-fi or horror in there. So
it is really tough. I would lean towards sci-fi. But
I am unfortunately.
It is really, but this is why
it feels wrong.
Feel wrong.
Perhaps
it would feel wrong to get rid of
Perhaps just pulled it out of the bag there with St. Maud, he's plucked that one. You
I
think,
mean,
yeah,
there's still good sci-fi's. Like you know, obviously.
name one. Of the
Actually,
last 2-3 years.
I don't watch many, to be honest.
Well, there you go.
Well, name a great. Well, you said
We go,
3
Jack
years.
would Jack
just
won't
to
see Jack.
incorporate Saint Maud, but name a great horror film of the last 2 years.
That's St. Maud. St. Maud.
2 years, not 3.
Wait, when
years.
was Midsummer?
Yeah.
That was earlier.
Was it?
Mm.
Yeah, I would. I mean,
There's
it's your
plenty of
guys.
great. There's also plenty of incredible horrors aside from Saint Maud.
Yeah, I would
Yeah.
go
sci-fi,
with
mate.
sci-fi.
All right, sci-fi, whatever.
See you later, sci-fi. See you
Oh
later.
my god, no more sci-fi is ever going to be made.
I think part of why I think I'm more against this just based on how happy it's making Joe to get
Yeah, I
rid of
think
it.
so. I think you are. I think so. Right, and this last one. Now, I know for the previous two, I've said that it doesn't affect the past and it only affects what's coming in the future. This is the one exception to that rule, because I'm going to give you 4 directors, and whichever one you choose to place into room 101, you will wipe out their entire filmography.
Oh my god.
Oh, Jack.
So,
Oh boy.
I think I know who's coming as well.
thing is, I'm trying to, for the purpose of the game, is it
We're
more
gonna get rid
fun?
of Wes Anderson, Joe. How do you feel about
For the purpose of the game, is it more fun to think that it would be wiped from all of our conscious, or we can still remember those films, but we can never ever see them again? Which do you think we should do?
that?
I think it's harsher if you can never ever see them again.
I think
but
it's
you can still
harsher if
remember
we
them.
can remember how good they were,
Yes,
but we have no possibility of ever. Yeah, okay.
that would certainly be terrible for me.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So the directors that you have to choose from are Quentin Tarantino,
No.
Stanley Kubrick,
Oh Christ.
Wes Anderson, and Christopher Nolan.
Oh my god.
Mm.
So that is a tough choice.
It's got to be Wes. It's got to be
I
Wes.
think it does have to be.
Whoa, that was quicker than I thought. Do you actually think?
Well,
I'm
it
not
can't-
saying
it
you're wrong. I'm just
can't
saying,
be-
like, why is it so easy that you'd pick him?
It can't
Well,
be Tarantino,
he
can
Can't
has
be
the- he has-
Tarantino.
He has
Can't
the
be
fewest,
Tarantino.
He has
Can't
the
be
fewest
Kubrick.
films. Yeah, can't be Kubrick. So it would be between him and Nolan, and there are more films that Nolan's made that I like than there are Wes Anderson films
Yeah,
I thought
but
that'd be harder.
that I would happily watch over and over again.
Yeah, you've put
It
it
would
very
really
well,
only
and I
be-
do agree with you.
Yeah, there'd really only be a few of Wes's.
Mm.
You can never watch Isle of Dogs again. You can never watch Fantastic
Yeah.
Mr. Fox again.
Yeah, those would definitely be.
But yeah, when you weigh
a
up
blow.
with the other filmographies, yeah. Oh damn it! I was hoping for a real big.
Can't take away the Dark Knight. Come on.
Worst of the best
Yeah.
bunch.
Okay, well there you go.
All
Sorry,
right.
Mr. Anderson. See you later, son.
Good work, Jack.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, that's good, Jack.
You're welcome,
Okay.
boys.
Now we did have 2 more segments. However, we've been going for about an hour now. So what do you boys think?
Can we please do one of? It only has to be one of your would you rather's that you prepared.
Just one?
Well, 1 or 2. I just want to.
Yeah, nice round
Yeah.
off of Would You Rather.
So you don't want to do the letterbox roast?
I think that's better.
I think we've got time to do a few of these. Like, I was just thinking, just choose between one of the segments.
Well, if we're choosing, I reckon hold off on Letterboxd because I reckon.
Yeah.
I think then
we need
need
some
to
preparation.
need to like pick a film and then kind of find the reviews. I
I
reckon.
agree.
Yeah.
Okay, well, let's have a quick game of Would You Rather then. I've prepared some. So yeah, let's see how this goes. Would you rather be an employee on the Death Star or a follower of Lord Voldemort?
Oh my god. maybe Voldemort.
Yeah.
I'd say Voldemort.
Why's that?
I'm a little bit more. Well, I'm a little bit more invested in the Harry Potter
Too
franchise.
much
than I am.
sci-fi. Too much sci-fi.
Yeah.
in the other one.
No,
Got to be up on that Death Star. Bloody
Yeah.
hell.
No, to be fair as well, I mean, I think we just eradicated all of those from in Room 101. So, you know, yeah.
But
I mean,
if you're Voldemort, like at least you get to hang around Hogwarts for a bit. And
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather do that than be on the Death Star because Death Star's
Gonna blow up.
it's always going to blow up.
yeah,
Middle spot, that's it. It's gone.
Yeah.
yeah. I think you have to take into account what world you're in.
Hmm.
So I probably agree. Yeah.
But I'd say your odds of surviving Lord Voldemort are not great either.
Well, either of
No.
them, you're not going to survive, are you?
Yeah,
So-
probably not. Okay. Who would you rather have as a boss? David Brent or Michael Scott?
Oh,
David.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would I rather have?
I'd love to just
live
poke
through
him.
that
I'd love
cringe
to
every day.
just like
can they job share?
yeah.
Can we have them both?
No.
Oh, it's really difficult. I might go the other way. I might go Michael Scott.
Who
Why's
would you
that,
get
Jack?
the most work done under?
Yeah,
Good
I think
question.
David.
yeah. Which job has the best career prospects?
That's not what it's about.
Yeah.
Which one are you going to have more of a laugh with?
Yeah.
I think with Michael Scott, do you have the other employees with you, or is it just you?
No.
Just who you got as a
Okay.
boss. But
I'd probably
I'd
go
say
David
I'd
Brent.
say with Michael Scott, life is likely to be a bit more chaotic.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's true.
I don't want that in my life. Yeah, I'd go David Brent.
Okay.
And you have to work in America. I mean, he wants to do that.
Yeah,
I mean, he could come to England if that makes it easier.
Nah, David for me. I'd
Okay.
rather work in Slough.
Go and get the guitar.
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Would you rather live through a zombie apocalypse or in a Mad Max-esque post-apocalyptic wasteland?
Zombie apocalypse.
Really? That
'Cause
was a
I've always-
quick answer for that. Because you always
I know
wanted to. You're an absolute mess.
I know in reality it's obviously not going to be fun, but in my head I always had this idea of like,
You just think it's going to be Shaun of the Dead
where would you go? Like,
or
think of,
Zombieland.
think of some tactics. Like,
You've got a chance, haven't you? You've got a
Whether-
chance.
yeah,
If
I
you're
think
in
the
post-apocalyptic-
wasteland is
You
just
don't think you
so-
can do well in a Mad Max type world?
No.
it'd just be so hard.
You're going to die eventually, aren't you?
Well, yeah.
So
I think it would
at
be
least
an even harsher reality. It would be even more brutal.
Yeah, I
Mm.
agree.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably right.
Yeah.
I don't think I'm cut out to be a Mad Max style.
No. But you reckon you
No.
could take on a few zombies?
Oh yeah, I'll pop a few zombies. Yeah, no bother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Call of
What-
Duty.
Woody,
Gotta be
you've got
prepared.
Woody, you've
Call
got a
of
great
Duty.
vinyl collection. Just fucking launch all that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the boards of Canada, no.
Yeah, that one would not be getting launched. You'd rather die before that one got launched.
Oh yeah.
That's such a great scene. Okay. Okay, here's one which I hope will be quite a difficult one. Would you rather watch the entirety of the MCU every year for the rest of your life, or watch The Last Jedi every day for a year?
And when you say watch, can it just be playing and we can be
No,
doing
you have to
something
watch
else?
it. You have to watch. You have to watch it. You've got your
Right.
eyes taped up, a la
Oh,
Clockwork
God.
Orange.
So
There's
with
no
the
way-
Marvel one, you can choose when in the year you do it, but as long as you've done it by the end of the year.
Yeah.
Do we know
I'd
how
go
many
for that.
films there are?
There's about 30 odd, is there? 20 odd?
Wait, what was the question, Jack? Did you just ask me?
Well, like you were saying for The Last Jedi, it has to
Yeah.
be every single day for one. Oh,
Yes.
for 1 year and then it's done. But then with this one, it has to be your whole life.
You just watch the whole MCU every year.
I don't think I could do that.
No.
I don't think I could keep going back to having to watch Captain Marvel every year for the rest of my life.
It is a long time. Yeah.
I think I'd rather do The Last Jedi and then never
Get it
see
over and
it
done with.
again.
At least after 1 year, you're done.
Really, yeah.
How long's The Last Jedi?
Oh,
I don't know.
it's about 2 hours.
Yeah, but that's 2 hours a night. That's 2 hours a night.
Could be in the morning.
Would you honestly want to sit there and watch every Marvel film for the rest of time?
Well, no, but the way I'm thinking is, if they're 30 films and they're all approximately 2 hours ish each, 2.5 hours, just book 3 days off work every year, and you're just gonna have to just do it and just sit through a marathon, and then you're done.
I'm
for
not
the rest
using
of
my
the year.
holiday days on that.
Well, I mean, I won't want to use my holiday days on it either, but
Or you could just get the 1 year out the way, and then you never have to think about it again, Joe.
Yeah, I think I couldn't keep going back to
A
Marvel.
whole year though, every day. I would probably go for that just because it's 1 year of just sacrifice.
What's funny about this is that there are a lot of people that already will watch the MCU every year.
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, and we're doing it as like an impossible choice.
Yeah.
Yes, but I would go for Last Jedi.
Yeah,
Okay.
I think I would as well.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting. Okay, next one. Who would you rather be stuck in a lift with for 24 hours? Amy Schumer or Melissa McCarthy?
Well, bloody hell, it'd be a heavy lift, wouldn't it?
Yeah, what's the capacity? Jesus Christ.
Fucking hell. Oh boy.
Do you know what? I'd probably go Amy Schumer.
Really? I'm surprised about that.
I mean, I obviously have no idea of what they're really like, but whenever I see Melissa McCarthy on screen, it's more grating. Like, Amy Schumer's annoying.
No, I'd say for me, Amy Schumer's more grating than
Really?
Melissa.
Yeah.
I would go with Melissa McCarthy. Also, because I also think Melissa McCarthy in real life seems like should be quite nice and just a quite nice person, normal person, more so than Amy Schumer would be.
I agree with that. Yeah, I do agree with that.
Okay.
Mate, imagine being in a lift with Amy Schumer. I mean, at least with Melissa, I think with Melissa, you might be able to have a conversation. Amy would just be unbearable.
Yeah, but we don't know what she's like. Like, you're assuming that Melissa McCarthy might be quite nice and funny and stuff, but
I've seen her on Hot Ones and she came across quite well. Whereas Amy Schumer, no matter where I've seen her, she's never come across as someone I'd like to spend any time with.
To be fair, I've never seen Amy Schumer in a setting like that where she's just. I've only seen her. I only know her from films and.
Well, we do need to figure something out though. We need to know if any of them suffer from staying in a lift. Because if you've got somebody that doesn't
staying in lift,
what do you mean?
Well, what's the actual proper term for it?
Claustrophobia.
Claustrophobia. Yeah. So
are they going to get really?
I have no idea how you understood that. If any of them suffer from staying in a lift.
Been a long week, trust me.
Yeah, because if one of them
who suffers claustrophobic, because if somebody's claustrophobic, then first 5 minutes and you're done. And you've got 24 hours of that. So
it's a good point, Joe. Unfortunately, I do not know whether Amy Schumer or
I don't think we can forget about that.
Right.
Unless anyone knows.
Just base it on what you know, or like how that person is coming across to you.
True. I fear Joe might be taking the scenario a bit too literally.
I think Melissa McCarthy. Then, I agree. I think out of the two.
Yeah, I've got to say, I am a bit claustrophobic because I hate going in lifts. I really don't like going in lifts.
All right.
I'd rather walk. And
Oh, that's not really an option.
well, I'd rather walk with Melissa.
Okay.
Because at least after 5 flights of stairs, I can get out of the way.
Fuck's sake.
Oh dear.
No, I'm sticking with Amy Schumer. Good luck to you boys.
24 hours with Amy Schumer, Jack.
Yep, 24 hours with Melissa McCarthy. You enjoy it?
I think it wouldn't be that bad. Okay. Would you rather be involved in a Nirvana the band the show stunt or a Jackass stunt?
Oh, I had a feeling you were going to say that. Stunt you mentioned.
So for the Nirvana the band one, you just mean you're one of the unsuspecting people that they're...
I guess so. Would that be the best way to be a part of it?
Well, it's either that or you're part of...
Yeah. So I guess so. That would be.
Yeah, but
whichever
one,
makes it the more difficult question.
With that one, because unlike all the people that they sort of choose and do things with in the show, they don't know who they are. So we would know who they are. So would we have that knowledge of, oh my God, I'm going to be in Nirvana band for sure?
Yeah, that's a good point.
Let's say that it goes back in time to before you knew who they were.
Right, okay.
And so you're just simply unsuspecting. Unless that's worse, in which case, yes, you do know about it, and then you just have to pretend you don't know.
You just have to act cool, yeah.
Whichever one would be better.
I'll definitely pick Jackass.
Really?
Well, I knew you would.
I mean, I knew you would as well, which I find
upsets
me a bit, but
I can't turn down the chance.
You've seen the kind of shit that they do.
I couldn't do that.
Hey, you didn't tell me what stunt I'd have to do.
No, I didn't. That should scare you.
No, I mean it does scare me. Oh, don't get me wrong, I'd be fucking shitting myself.
That's why I think that should be the more scary option, is because you don't know what the stunt would be. It could be anything.
Oh, it's definitely the more scary option. But
you could be having to put a leech on your eye.
Oh yeah, no.
What if you said, right,
or suck down Preston's back sweat?
Yeah, but or go swim with your sharks, like with a hook in your mouth, like Stephen did.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't be that crazy because they're sober now.
How do you know?
You're just making this up. This is a hypothetical scenario.
All right then. What about all right then. If we're doing it as a sober ones, what about like Richie said, like we'll press the one from the last.
Yeah,
one.
I know. Look, I know, but I think I'd regret it for the rest of my life if I didn't take the one chance to be on that set with them states.
Yeah.
Dark Shark.
I'd love to jump out of a plane with Dark Shark.
Okay. All right. So that's what you're going with, Jack. Do we get answers from the other two?
I think I'm also leaning more towards Jackass.
Because
I think it would be an honour to get kicked in the bollocks. I think by Wee Man.
It would be an honour.
And
what if you were punched in the bollocks by a heavyweight boxing champ?
Oh,
would that be an honour?
No, but right. So if I was going to be in Jackass, I want to be with the crew. I wouldn't want them to get a ringer in, like bloody what are they called?
I don't know if you get to choose.
What are they called? That guy.
Okay.
Francis and the big guy.
No, but yeah, him. But I mean, like the other guy, Butterbean.
Oh yeah.
Butterbean.
No, it has to be with the crew. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you're dictating this now, are you? Okay, Joe, what are you going with? Presumably,
Nirvana the band.
Answer.
Yeah. I'm not doing Jackass. No way. I'm all right, thanks. I only saw. Well, I've seen about 2 of those films, and no.
Oh, that video you made was so funny.
I agree, Joe.
The sped up reaction video.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, next. Would you rather write a film that will be directed by David Fincher, or direct a film written by Tarantino?
Direct a film written by Tarantino, I think.
Okay, what makes you say that, Pepster?
What's your one option?
Write a film that will be directed by David Fincher.
Right, okay.
I feel like I'd probably be better at directing than I would at writing. I'm just
okay,
like bringing somebody else's.
Either way, the pressure is on because everyone will know.
Oh,
that the
100%.
film is either written by Tarantino or directed by David Fincher.
Yeah, I in the directing one.
I think I'd say write one for Fincher to direct, because even if what I wrote was like shit, he could probably make something decent out of it. Whereas if what Tarantino writes, well, we know it's going to be amazing, I'd just probably butcher it and make it look like shit.
Okay.
So it's like, which one are you more likely to get a decent product at the end? It's probably the one that Fincher directs.
Well, I was thinking kind of the opposite when I was thinking that, like, I feel like it would be easier to make a good film out of a script by Tarantino. Whereas if you write something, it's sort of doomed from the start.
Yeah. And it would be awesome just to receive a script from Tarantino.
Yeah.
Like a new script, unmade.
Yeah. What do you think, Wood?
I'm thinking more like writing for Fincher, because if I got a Tarantino script, that pressure, and yeah, I mean, I suppose if you're a director, can we choose like the cast and stuff?
Yeah, I guess so.
Or we can have a say in it, couldn't we?
Yeah, you definitely have a say in it. Yes,
that'd be exciting, wouldn't it? Like, yeah. Do you know what? I'm going to pick Nicolas Cage as my lead man. Just go for it.
Okay, we're off to a bad start. Okay.
Yeah.
So which one are you going with then?
Maybe Tarantino. Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Think of the pressure. And in this scenario, like whichever one you pick, like it's being released, like it's getting a big theatrical release. So the pressure is. Imagine the whole world waiting a new Tarantino script.
You know what the other thing is? So like the counter argument for the writing for Fincher, and he directs it, is that if you've written it, you've got like a vision in your head of how you want it to look. And like, the thing with Fincher is, like, we all know he's famous for like doing so many takes and like taking he could see something a different way to how you have, and then he just takes in a completely different direction. You're like, oh, I was thinking more like this instead of like. I mean,
yeah.
So you're worried that he'll ruin your film?
Yeah, I'm worried that David Fincher will ruin my work.
Yeah.
Even ruin my material. Yeah.
Okay.
That's a good question. I like that
one. Cool. All right, just got a couple more. Would you rather be imprisoned in the platform for 6 months or live your life on the Snowpiercer?
I've not seen Snowpiercer.
Oh.
No, I haven't.
That's going to be a difficult one for you then. I knew Woody had, so this one's for you, Woody, then.
I think Snowpiercer.
Yeah.
The platform, like, it'd just be horrible.
Absolutely unbearable.
Imagine if you're near the bottom and you're like scrapping for. Like if you're at the top, then
yeah, that's all right.
Yeah, but
did you say 6 months?
6 months. So that's six different levels you'd be on.
And it's random. It's random, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. But as opposed to a lifetime on the Snowpiercer.
Imagine a month.
Whatever section of that you're on, you're stuck with.
Imagine a whole month of trying to survive when you're near the bottom of that platform.
But yeah. Do either of you know what the Snowpiercer is?
No, so just give us a brief little.
I mean, it's kind of similar. It's a train that's constantly going, where everyone in the world lives because the world outside has become unlivable. And each compartment of the train is a different class of people. And those those at the very back are living very poorly, and it's sort of they suffer a few sort of horrors, not too dissimilar from the platform, but maybe not quite as bad. But I think my answer would probably be the Snowpiercer as well, because you could be in a good compartment and then that's it. But when even if you're at the bottom of the Snowpiercer, it's like nowhere near as bad as being at the bottom of the platform.
Yeah.
And
Well,
you've still got a community, and like you can still live
Mm.
live some kind of life ish.
But for the
Mm.
Snowpiercer option, it's not changing at all. Like whichever one you're put in, that's it for life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But at least you, I don't know, like at least you have a bit more of an existence than just being in the platform.
Mm.
Yeah.
At
But
least
then
you're
the
not
platform
alone.
is only for 6 months.
You're not alone.
Yeah,
at
but
least.
you could be dead after 2 weeks if you don't.
Yeah, yeah, probably will be.
Yeah, you got to survive the 6 months. That's the thing.
Yeah.
The guy in the film, he only had 6 months, so
Mm.
and he didn't make it. No spoilers, but
I think I'm going to go with you guys then. I'll go with the Snowpiercer.
okay.
Hmm.
So
Fair
what?
enough.
You two, Snowpiercer was directed by Bong Joon-ho, who did.
Yes.
Actor.
Yeah.
It's
Mm.
definitely worth a watching
Mm.
if you can source it.
Yeah,
It's one of his English language
Right.
ones, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is. Yeah,
yeah.
Because he's not done many of those. Yeah.
And Chris Evans was like the main character, wasn't he?
Mm.
Yeah.
It was decent.
Yeah. No, definitely one that's been on my watch list for a while. They did a
Okay.
TV show, didn't they?
yeah.
Yes, yeah.
Who would you rather have as a boss? Gustavo Fring or Tony Soprano?
Oh my god. Maybe Tony Soprano.
Yeah,
Yeah, because Gus Fring, I mean, oh god, if you go wrong with either of them, then it's
Yeah.
night, isn't
you're
it?
fucked.
So,
Yeah.
But if you don't
So-
go wrong, if you
Mm.
don't go wrong with Gus, then he's sort of like just a bit of a good businessman. Not really.
Yeah.
Doesn't really. You don't really. I'd say life would be pretty smooth,
Yeah. I might go with Gus.
but the same could possibly be said about Tony. Well, no, you're always. I don't know. Maybe. That's yeah. I think maybe Tony Soprano is the more chaotic option again.
Yeah. I'd go
yeah,
with
but
Gus.
Gus
you
Fring,
think?
you've got like that cold, calculated.
Mm.
And
Especially if
you've
you see
always
like
yeah.
Better Call Saul, like the depths of the detail of the almost torture that he'd give to someone
Mm.
if you cross him. And I don't think I'd like that. If you get on the wrong side of Tony Soprano, it'd just bop you, wouldn't he?
Mhm.
Well, it depends how far on the wrong side you get with him, I suppose.
Well, yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah. Gus is extremely cold. You'd always be looking over your shoulder, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
Mm. yeah.
Mm.
So is that what is everyone?
I'll stick
unanimous
with
on that?
Gus. Yeah.
I'd go with Tony.
What do you think?
I'd
Pat?
go Tony Soprano. I've never seen Breaking Bad, but
Oh, so Jack, you'd rather have Gus?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I'd
Joe,
just
you've never
try
seen
my
Breaking Bad?
absolute hardest.
No.
Get on that,
I
mate.
watched the first episode years back, and I just never. I'm pretty sure I've spoken about this on the
Yeah,
podcast.
you
Yeah.
probably have.
Bastard.
Yeah, just never. Yeah,
Too much
it is on the
sci-fi.
list. It's on the list, but I feel like there's a good few seasons, isn't there? As well, it's one of those. It's a commitment.
6.
Mm.
Same as The Sopranos, but fewer
You probably
episodes.
fly through it
Mm.
because it's just like
Yeah, I
you
probably
get
would,
hooked.
to be fair.
I'd say of as far as TV, like American TV shows go, I'd say it's on the shorter side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm.
Okay, last one. Would you rather take the red pill or the blue pill?
Just remind me of the differences.
Okay. The blue pill, you continue living your life in ignorance, or the red pill, you wake up and see the truth. Joe, this would mean nothing to you, I presume, because it's a bit of a sci-fi film.
Yeah, I'm no good. But I mean, now you've explained the pills, then yeah.
Well, let's hear Joe's answer then, because since he doesn't know what it means. This is from The Matrix, Joe.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No.
Okay. So which one would you pick, given the explanation I've just given?
That is a tough one. Do you carry on living your life as you are living it at the moment?
The reality you're living is not as you know it. But if you don't want to open your eyes and see what reality is, then you can just continue living your life in ignorance. On the other hand, if you want to know the truth, then take the red pill.
It depends on what your reality or what you are, the life you are living at the moment is like.
Well, that's the choice. You've got to decide. Well, let's say it's your life now that you're living.
I'd take that. Which is the one that you live in ignorance and you just carry on living your life?
Blue pill,
please.
Okay.
Really
I'm all right. I'm life's not too bad at the minute.
Yeah. But it's a complete fallacy, Joe. Living an absolute lie.
Curiosity would maybe get the better of me.
It would have you, Jack, because that's interesting because you know what happens in those films.
I know, but it's the more fun option, isn't it?
It is.
It's the more interesting option. Yeah, I don't know. If this was presented to me right now, like actual in real life, like I would go blue.
Yeah.
Like if it was.
But you would.
Yeah, I'm like Jack, I think, yeah. But I'd definitely go for the opening of the eyes.
You go for the red pill.
Yeah, but I mean, if you're saying right here, right now, yeah, maybe I'd be a bit more ignorant and just take blue. But bigger picture, yeah, let's go for it.
Nice. What about you, Richie?
You could be the chosen one. Oh, blue pill, no question. Have you seen the lives they have to live in when they wake up? It's terrible.
Yeah, it's terrible actually.
Yeah.
I'd be what's that guy's name? Joe Pant. What is it? That guy's name? The kind of dickhead, Joe Pantaleone or whatever. He is in The Sopranos actually. I'd be his character who just is like, fuck, I just want to have the taste of steak again.
Yeah,
I know it's not real, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah, I would go blue, definitely.
All right, well, that's all the would you rathers that I've got. So that's
nice.
Okay,
some tough ones there. Yeah,
that was fun though.
Good fun. Yeah,
I enjoyed those.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that.
Hopefully the viewers and listeners did too. Let us know what you think, and let us know the answers to some of those questions that you have if you disagreed.
Yeah.
Hopefully we can get a bit of support for sci-fi going in the comments. But yeah,
I think the most common answer to that one would be horror. I think most people would get rid of horror.
Really? I don't know about that.
I could be wrong about that, but I just get the sense that it's slightly more niche in terms of
horror's got a huge fan base.
No, it does have a huge fan base, but I just mean like most people. I feel like most people I speak to anyway aren't really fans of horrors. Like,
all right.
Well, I know it doesn't mean anything, but I just mean
people you speak to then.
Yeah, people they're too fearful. They don't like being scared. I think we all need to be scared every once in a while.
All right. Well, on that bombshell, maybe time for us to wrap up a bit. So,
yeah, I really enjoyed it. And this is obviously not even scratching the surface. We've got plenty more ideas and segments and
but a lot more ideas up our sleeves.
Yeah.
So stay tuned. But yeah, no, that was good. So yeah, like and subscribe, YouTube people and Apple Music people and Spotify people, and everyone on everything, all our social medias and listening devices. Yeah, it's been great talking to you and having this time. I think we've all enjoyed it. We've all
Mm.
had a good time, and
Yeah, definitely.
it's been
It's
a very
flown by.
it's been a
It's
very
flown by.
profound it's been a very profound
Yeah.
time of our lives.
I enjoyed those would you rathers. Gets the brain going, doesn't it?
Mm.
Yeah, go on. What masterpieces has your brain come up with now that it's got going?
No, it's just
Let us see into the mind.
I
of
like
Jack Francis
I
Clark.
like the off the cuff answers.
Yeah.
It's nice when you don't know what's about to be asked, as just happened there. And because usually we turn up to these and we already know what our thoughts are of the film that we're about to discuss, and so it's a bit more, I feel a bit more prepared. Whereas this was much more, I like being put on the spot and having to answer this.
Spontaneous.
Yeah. It's more. I think it's really fun.
Well said. Okay.
Yeah.
Other than that, unless anybody has anything else they'd like to say,
No,
then I guess I'll say it's goodbye from me.
It's goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
and it's goodbye from me.